that didn't work. What's up, guys? Welcome to the wrestling. And we tried to do stream to 2 different places today, and it didn't work. Welcome to the Wrestling Council. Welcome to the Wrestling Council. I'm your host, Comic Book Bob. There's my good friend Hollywood Frank.
HW.
You can catch us here every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, watching talk about all the good things in wrestling. You can also check us out on social media. What the frick? What did they do to my shit?
I don't know.
Oh
the cult of meat with extra cheese is ready to join us.
Oh my God. What did they do? Yeah. What's up, bud?
What they do, Bob?
What? Okay, dude, what is with this picture? Okay.
that's sky blue on somebody else's head. I don't know if you know about the story of her setting a kid on fire, but that's apparently a thing.
Yeah, I saw that, and she was like, yeah, and I got excommunicated from the church, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of what happens when you do shit like that. It's like it's okay. It's like she wanted to bring back the Inquisition, I guess. But Gio the Sage. Anyway, guys, before we get started there, let's go ahead and check in with the chat. As always, Leg Kick was here first. He said, "Hail, Wrestling Council." Hail, Leg Kick.
Hail, Leg Kick.
Hicksville said, "Sup? What's up, brother?"
Sup?
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 Hello.
What's up?
What's up?
But let's see real quick here. And then Mountain Sea said, "Sup, people? I'm here. You may start." Gio said, "Sup, guys? Appreciate you guys being here."
Thanks for the permission, Maldacito.
Yeah, dude. It's there it is. There's what we need. I don't know what so what happened here is I tried to set up a dual stream to Kick because I created an account over there and I'm trying to spread the brand a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And it gave me a report back and said, yeah, it didn't work. So apparently it reset all my shit. But anyway, it's done, it's fixed, we're good. Oh my God. Weird week in wrestling, man. We got what is it? 6 days away from Collision? Or is it 5?
5.
Got 5 on
it. The you can't see me days away.
But
so tomorrow we can do the 4 Horsemen gimmick again.
What's that?
You can do the 4 Horsemen gimmick again tomorrow.
Woo!
You do the Cody Rhodes.
Shut up. Eat all the dicks.
Only 4 of them.
Yeah, give Sky Blue Kane's ring post gimmick. Dude, they should seriously though. They that might not be a bad idea to lean into that setting the kid on fire thing.
That's
the most interesting thing she said about herself.
How many people saw that YouTube show? I don't think they're gonna do that.
It was pretty funny.
Come on, it can't be worse than the shit New Jack's ever done.
What?
What the fuck?
New Jack was a lunatic. I mean, come on. But anyway, yeah, we are 5 days away from the launch of AEW Collision. And some good news and some bad news coming out of this thing. Ticket sales haven't been real strong.
For Canada.
Which is understandable because there's a lot of venues in Canada that just aren't up to the task and everything. Shows in Chicago, obviously the show in Chicago is like pretty much sold out, and I think they said that the next show stateside is doing pretty good too. So we'll see. You know, like there's a lot of people that don't want CM Punk to come back, but there's a lot to do.
They need to bring this to Cleveland. All right.
Yeah, they haven't, dude. They haven't
Bring
announced
it
the show for Cleveland.
Bring it home. Right
Yeah.
here to see town.
Okay, but we're going to talk about that. But before that, we're going to get into our thing with a little something we call the good, the bad, and the ugly. Frank, you know,
You gonna hit it?
Yeah, it'd probably work better if I actually did the the thing. Dude, that kick thing's got me all screwed up. No, it's you this week, isn't it?
No. I checked. I did it last week or 2 weeks ago. Last time. So
well,
I do my research, brother.
Okay. Well, the good is pretty much a dream match. Well, actually, 2 dream matches set for Forbidden Door in 2 weeks.
Who?
Kazuchika Okada versus Bryan Danielson, and Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay, and supposedly a third match is going to be. Well, we know that there's going to be a third match announced on Dynamite. There's also supposed to be another one announced on Rampage, and then another one the week after on Dynamite as well. And then they're going to solidify the rest of it going forward from there. It is supposed to be CM Punk versus Tanahashi. So the match that was supposed to happen last year. We'll see. You know, I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it. It'd be pretty good, but I would rather it was him versus Kenta.
Kenta would rip his head off.
Dude.
For a shoot. For a shoot. He would rip his head off.
Dude, Kenta's he's the originator, man. He's the guy that Punk asked if he could use the friggin' GTS, but still, how awesome would it be, man? Expect like a dream match, Cody versus Dom. Oh my God. Now to see this thing. The good AEW in San Diego was awesome. Oh, great, man. The bad, Cody was not recovering from Mania. The ugly, Don Callis getting booed out of the building. I could hear dude. Tell you what, man, everyone's talking about all the heat that Dom's getting, man, but freaking Callis he's right there with him, man. Holy shit. Like they were so friggin' they were booing that guy so bad he couldn't even talk. Which kind of sucks because I want to hear him talk. But yeah, so the good Forbidden Door. Let's hope to God the injury bug does not strike again. And we just keep getting these dream matches because that's basically what that show is. It's meant to be just a show of dream matches. The greatest second generation wrestler of all time versus Cody at Backlash. Actually, no, isn't Ray's a second generation guy? So Dom would be third. I'm right?
I think he's Ray's uncle from his mother's side. I think.
Yeah, I think Dom is third generation. So
who knows?
Sorry, Money in the Bank. Yeah. Well, dude, get it. These friggin' AEW pay-per-views, they just blend into each other after a while.
WWE. Come on, get it
whatever.
Right. It's the E, not the W.
Anyway, so that's the good. The bad. Braun Strowman may be done. He has partial paralysis in his leg. Something that they said it's something to the area of about 25%. And they're saying hopefully that the surgery he's going to be undergoing, which is pretty extensive, is it's going to be tough for him to come back. So even whether you're a big fan of him or not, you never want to see a guy go down in injury like that. But yeah, so that's the bad. And the ugly is booking. Cody's booking not been great. And this whole thing with Dom. Look, I may be the only person who doesn't like this, but and the reason why I don't like it is because I know what it means. The fact that Cody is not in Money in the Bank means They are kicking this can all the way back down to WrestleMania. We're not going to get Cody versus Roman 2 until WrestleMania. And it's it'll still be great, he'll still get to finish the story. But like I said, man, they had a chance to create the next megastar and they blew it because Vince doesn't want it. And we know now it's been confirmed that Vince is the one who killed it. Vince changed. He changed it. He changed the ending. Cody was supposed to win at WrestleMania, and Vince changed it. So that's my ugly. What you got, man?
Well, let's see. The good. Well, Collision this Saturday. Hey, it should be good.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first show.
And then the first match that they announced for it's awesome.
You've got CM Punk and FTR versus
Samoa Joe and
Juice Robinson and Samoa Joe.
Yeah, Bullet Club Gold and Samoa Joe. Yeah, dude, I'm down for that match. That match sounds fantastic.
Yeah, hopefully he's healed up enough and looking good. Obviously won't do too much. He's not going to, but I'm looking forward to Collision. I'm looking forward to at least the first show. We'll see how it goes from there.
I'm not rooting for it to fail, man. I'm just worried about it.
Now, what that entails for Ring of Honor moving forward, because again, the rumor was that it's Collision and then an hour taping or so of Ring of Honor after the fact. So I don't know if that's still going to happen or not. So, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But again, a banger match for Tony Khan to come out and announce on AEW, which because you knew it's in Chicago. So turn to CM Punk. What are they going to do? And we've wanted to see CM Punk and FTR versus the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. Will we see it? Maybe at All In Wembley Stadium.
Dude,
Don't bet on it.
There's a lot that has to happen before any of that shit.
It's possible. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, I'm over it.
Yeah, it's what sucks about the whole thing is it would be a dream match. It would be an absolute dream match, but you got to remember that these guys got into a freaking fist fight. I had my thongs, dude. Oh my god. I should, that should have been my bad as well. Honestly, I've had the thong song stuck in my head for days thanks to this clip as Samoa Joe dancing to it for this Twisted Metal show. That Twisted Metal show looks like dog shit. It looks awful. And the fact that they had him doing that, because listen, I'm a friggin' nerd. I used to play Twisted Metal was the only racing game that I played. And Sweet Tooth, the character that he's playing, the psycho, he's not like the Joker. Okay, they're making him like why does everybody have to be the freaking Joker? Jesus Christ, God, ugh. Sweet Tooth is more like Jason Voorhees. He's this unstoppable killing machine that he's just crazy. Yes, he dresses like a clown, but he dresses like a clown because he's nuts. But in the freaking show, they got to make him doing jokes and dancing around. Stupid.
Do I need to silence you, sir, so I can do my GBU?
Yeah, well, I had to answer. him out this evening. God damn it!
You did not. You could have waited.
Shut up. Go on. Finish.
All right. My bad is, it's about time they finally straightened out the bullshit with the Raw and SmackDown women's titles.
Mm-hmm.
How many times have they drafted the champion to the other brand and we're not doing a title switch. You don't want to do that. We don't want to have Charlotte Becky version 2. Yeah. No. So let's make female versions of the titles we have now.
Yeah,
Oh.
they can't be unique in their own thing. They got to be copies of the men.
Oh, and by the way, yeah, Bianca, you have your rematch, but no, time out. We're gonna let 14-time champion walk right in and get automatic title shot.
Well, of course, because it's
Asuka.
Charlotte.
So let's feed Asuka to Charlotte again.
Dude, if they do that, they are legitimately going to piss off a whole bunch of people because they're watching this thing, and every time that she has lost, it's always been to Charlotte. She's always been built up only to be beaten by Charlotte. And we all and dude, and the fact that they're doing this again is 100% more proof that Vince is back in charge of creative because that's his girl.
Yeah, and
that's his girl. He is up her ass.
I said it before. I'll say it again. She is going to be at least 16-time champion by the end of the year.
Yeah, she has to because she's got to beat her dad. That's the whole thing. That's the whole reason they've been doing this. They want her to beat her dad's record.
And here you go, Asuka. Here's your title.
Yep. Enjoy it for the 4 months
back.
that you're going to have it until Charlotte takes it from you. And this is look. I'm not. This is not
It's not attacking Charlotte. We're not.
Yeah. This is attacking creative. This is going after Vince because we can all see the writing on the wall. And this is what they wanted to do with her. This is what they wanted to do with her 2 years ago before Charlotte had her nervous breakdown and left for over almost a year. They were going to feed Asuka to Charlotte again.
Yeah, it's nothing against Charlotte. It's for Asuka being treated this way.
Yeah.
She deserves better.
Yeah, she deserves she should have had when she challenged Charlotte at WrestleMania, she should have beaten Charlotte and gone on to have an awesome badass run as the version of her that came out of NXT.
Yeah, undefeated NXT, and you bring her up and
immediately gets crushed. So, and that was your ugly.
That was my bad. My ugly is this whole world title, whatever title Roman Reigns has, because now you've got Cody's not in Money in the Bank.
Nope,
because he's wrestling Dominic. Really? So the only way he can be able to fight Roman Reigns is he has to win Royal Rumble next year.
Yep.
Cody's on SmackDown, or Cody's on Raw, and Reigns is on SmackDown. Yep. So
that's the only way that's the only way that can happen. And that as soon as we found out who the final person was in Money in the Bank, that was a clear indication of what they were going to do with Cody, and that means that Cody's not touching Cody's not touching Roman again until WrestleMania.
Yeah. And who knows what happens then? I mean, you got WrestleMania in Philadelphia next year. Yep. Again, you had it in Hollywood this past April, and now you're going to wait till Philadelphia next year. I mean, classic matchup, Hollywood, great ending to the story, having win the title there.
Yeah, they would have turned Cody into a Cena level megastar if that had happened, because that moment would have propelled him forward.
And I mentioned it to Rob earlier today. What would be the perfect ending to this feud with Cody Rhodes is he beats Roman at WrestleMania, and then right after that, out comes LA Knight or Damon Priest, whoever wins the Money in the Bank, cashes it in, and Cody loses the title he just won to the Money in the Bank winner.
That would be a dusty finish. I would freaking lose my shit if that happened. I'd hate it. but because I want him to go on and have a nice, good long run. And then when he's done, I want him to go back and patch things up with Tony and go back to AEW. That's what I want for him. Because he needs to be there. AEW needs him. Okay. He was that calming influence over there.
Does he want the headache?
Dude, if you've watched any of the interviews he's done, he really does want to go back. That's his thing. AEW is his thing. And when he's done with this run in WWE, unless they basically give him the keys to the kingdom, no pun intended, and unless he's in like Triple H's job, he's not going to stay there unless they give him something really major to do behind the scenes. He's not going to stay in WWE. You know, and he still looks at AEW as this thing that he helped create. So, and one would hope that with everything that's happened, Tony Khan would realize that he needs him.
Yeah.
So,
and that would be the ultimate screw job to Cody Rhodes is have him win and then lose
Vince,
2 minutes later.
Yeah, that's a Vince thing. That's the kind of thing Vince would do. You know, that's a classic Dusty finish kind of thing. You get what you want, you finally make it, and you get screwed. I hope that's not what happens, but
I hope it doesn't. But you know, what is it? It was just over 1,000 days at the last event, which was in May. So a year from now, you're looking at a little over 1,300, almost 1,400 days. If he wants to take and beat Hogan's 1,400, now you're talking Survivor Series.
Yeah, which is where
SummerSlam Survivor Series time next year.
Which is where a lot of people, when he lost, they thought that that's where this was going to end this year, because that's where Roman's reign, again, no pun intended, started. So there, and like a lot of people were saying that that's where it was going to happen. But as soon as but then people began to realize, nope, they're talking like, we might not do this for 2 years. And that's when everyone realized, oh, you're going to string this thing along. You're not trying to turn him into the next. You're not trying to build the next megastar. You're just, acting the fool. But yeah, if they were going to string him along and send him back lesser than he was, like his pops, dude, I wouldn't put it past Vince. Like, you gotta guys understand something. Vince is pissed off that AEW exists. Like,
oh yeah,
he doesn't
look.
Yeah, good. I was gonna say he may talk about how it's not competition, and really it's not. It really isn't competition because the WWE diehards are gonna be WWE diehards no matter what. But the fact that somebody made a product that is taking eyes away from his, that pisses Vince off. So for people who think that he's 100% okay, he's just all hunky dory about Cody, bullshit. Vince doesn't like it when somebody gets anything over on him.
You look at the petty thing he did, him and Nick Khan did with the arenas. Like, you can't advertise AEW, was it a month or a couple weeks before or after their event there?
Yeah.
And you can't have it's like, come on. It's just being so petty.
Look at what he did to NXT
with the arenas having AEW if it's still a month of the time that WWE is there. Come on.
Oh yeah, there's that. There's like the stuff that's been said behind the scenes where he was upset that they got certain people to sign over there, and then also the fact that, but there's the fact that what he did to NXT, he freaking took Hunter to the woodshed for losing that friggin' fight, for losing that battle.
Yeah, and if you don't think the AEW is competitive, then would you care about where they have their shows or how soon before or after you have shows at the same arena? It wouldn't matter. But
AEW is not really in competition with WWE, but they are a competitor in the same business. And whether Vince likes to admit it or not, he is in the wrestling business. He hates it. He doesn't want to be in the wrestling business. He wants to be seen as a media mogul. But he's never going to be Ted Turner. It's unfortunate. Sorry, Vince. You got more money than him now. That's a good thing. You should be happy about that. He's got way more money than him. AEW can't have Funkos because WWE will pull their contracts. I thought they did have Funkos. Didn't they? They have Funkos, don't they?
I don't know.
Yeah. That's another thing. Vince doesn't like Vince doesn't like anybody that makes a name for themselves outside of the Fed. That's the reason why you look at what happened when he bought WCW. He made the friggin' he made the WCW guys' lives miserable for a long time. Until finally he just started treating them like normal people. But in the beginning, man, he made them eat shit. So Vince is a petty guy, man. So
what do you got for us? Cult with meat with extra cheese. You got any BGU or GBU?
Well, first, since we weren't here last week, I gotta acknowledge the Iron Sheik.
Yep.
Yeah. Fashion, that's the way.
Yep.
Hey, he rest in peace.
Yeah. Fuck Hulk Hogan.
Well, the good. It seems like Adam Cole is free of Jericho.
Dude, I'm actually liking that. I'll tell you what though. When he no, I thought you were talking about with MJF.
No, Adam Cole.
He's Adam Cole's free of Jericho.
Oh, you said Adam Cole's free
line.
of Jericho. Okay, I thought because I thought you mistaken. But no, yeah. Oh God. Thank God, thank Krishna, thank Buddha that thing's over. Dude, did you see that there's a lot of old school people are telling Jericho he needs to retire?
He does.
I've been saying that since he had that retirement match with MJF. I was like, I remember Justin was here. I was like, can he lose? Can he just go away?
Yeah.
But
no, but because his last couple of matches, man, he's not looked particularly great.
And nobody has looked great with him.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Johnny. What's your bad?
Darby is still with Orange Cassidy, and I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
It is what it is, man.
He came out of the four-way match, and let us cool him off again.
What are you gonna do?
Complain.
Look, I'm gonna tell you guys something right now, and a lot of people are gonna be pissed off me saying this. Darby Allin is never gonna be the world champion.
No.
Oh, maybe he shouldn't, but he's gonna.
No, he's not.
Nope.
Oh, he will.
No, he won't. I'm guaranteeing you that he will never be the world champion. They want him to be. He's never going to be the world champion.
He has to come back from the Everest first.
What's your ugly?
I don't think I have one this week.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, Mr. Positive over here.
That's a first.
Yeah, thank God somebody is, because we're all just a bunch of crotchety old men. Not until we finally get Jericho versus Sting. Yes, well, Sting he said he is retiring, and this is going to be his last year as an in-ring form. But then he's been saying that for since 2012.
No, Hicksville at AEW All In. Jericho versus Sting versus Goldberg.
Oh my God.
Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair. A 5-way.
I guess I got an ugly then. Now you just reminded me. Did you guys see Ryback making a fool out of himself again?
Oh yeah.
Well, dude, he's been doing that for years.
Tony needs to have an announcement tomorrow and just make it clear to everybody that he's never gonna sign Ryback.
Ryback is never gonna, dude.
I know, but just so funny. I want him away, but no one wants to see it. But he's still pushing it and pushing it and pushing it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you what, man. I don't ever want to see Ric Flair wrestle again. I love the guy. I think he's one of, if not the greatest professional wrestler of all time. But I don't need to see him in a ring almost dying again.
But a fatal 5-way: Goldberg, Sting, Jericho, Hogan, and Flair. Like Jesus.
The geriatric horseman. What the hell is that supposed to be? Combined age of 493. It's like, jeez, dude. More, yeah. He has the most hip replacements of any competitor in history. It's like, shut up. Oh my God. Yeah, I did see that Hogan was talking about a last match too. It's like, is that what's going to happen? Is all these guys that are long retired are going to have one last friggin' match, and try to kill themselves.
Flair takes a flare flop and never gets back up.
Jeez, dude, and you know what? And that it's a joke and everything like that. But really, dude, seriously, God, when I watched that last match that he had, I was legit scared he was gonna either he was gonna die, or he was gonna come out of that and he was gonna be wrecked for life.
And he wasn't drinking water. He was
Oh my
dehydrated.
God, dude. He looked like he was having a heart attack.
Yeah.
In the middle of the ring. Like, you ever see that movie? You ever see that movie, The Wrestler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
With Mickey Rourke.
You know how he was like, they showed him and he was like, he feels like he's having he starts feeling like having a heart attack as he's going to do his final move. That's what it looked like Flair was going through during that friggin' match. I was scared to death.
Yeah, and you want to see Hogan do a leg drop and then can't get up because his hip breaks?
shatter his multi-time repaired hip.
Just laying there, laying there in the ring.
We can put Shawn Michaels in there too.
Oh my God. At least Shawn Michaels has got some sense. He's like, no, I'm not doing this shit ever again. Him and Triple H did that match in Australia back in like 2017 or something like that. And yeah, dude, that's exactly He said he passed out twice in that match, and that he thought his heart stopped. It's like, what do you? And he's like, I want to do it again. It's like, dude, I know you wish you were that guy again, but you're not. Yeah, dude, Jericho. Look, Jericho looks great for a guy his age, but he does not look great compared to Chris Jericho. All right. And I would rather, I don't know if I was one of these guys, I would not want to be one of those people that stayed too long. I would rather transition to like something in the back or on. Chris Jericho would be great on commentary. I don't know why he doesn't transition to that and then just occasionally wrestle or something like that. I really do think it's a little bit of narcissism. He can't stand to not be out there in front of the crowd.
Narcissism, the clout vampire. Who would have thought?
But yeah, dude, that was like I love going back and watching old wrestling matches that I've already seen before. I will never watch that Flair last match again.
I haven't watched one.
Dude, it's heartbreaking. It really is.
Well,
And kudos to all the credit in the world to Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett for and Andrade for doing everything they possibly could to protect that guy. What's up?
That's what I forgot. My original ugly.
What was that? Karen Jarrett
and Aubrey Edwards.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, Tony.
Why?
Really?
Dude, somebody needs to smack Tony in the face with a rolled up newspaper and just be like, no.
Really? You get Aubrey Edwards in wrestling gear in the ring.
Dude, he's got all this other talent that are starving for a chance to do something.
It's like David
Arquette. He's gonna drag Karen Jarrett's surgically recreated plastic ass in the freaking ring with Aubrey freaking Edwards. Are you shitting me? If I was every other female wrestler on that roster, I'd be like, what the hell? What is this? This is bullshit. And I know that they try to prop Aubrey Edwards up and make it like, oh, everybody loves her. It's like, dude, she's a freaking ref. She's a ref. That's it. Okay. And it's like, yeah, oh, it's great. Yeah, she's a female wrestler. Whatever. She's a ref. Nobody gives a shit. And it's like, I'm baffled by this.
Nobody wanted to see. Nobody was clamoring for Earl or Dave Hebner to get in the ring and wrestle.
Nope. And in the few times that there have been a wrestler, a ref that turned wrestler, I was like, this is dumb. I don't care about any of the. I care absolutely nothing about this thing. This isn't even WWE level stupid. This is TNA Impact Vince Russo level stupid.
This is WCW David Arquette stupid.
Yes. Well, at least David Arquette could actually kind of sort of wrestle a little bit.
David Arquette, the Kiss Demon. WCW Kiss Demon. WCW RoboCop stupid.
So this is dude, I swear to God, that's the kind of thing that would make me think that Vince Russo has got a secret job there. This is stupid. It's so bad. That I actually turned like I was like, I don't even want to hear the rest of this segment. I actually you remember I say like sometimes there are those moments where you're like, oh, it's time to go take a shit. That's one of them, and that match is gonna be it. If that match is at what is it? It's gonna be on Dynamite, right?
I don't
Tomorrow,
know what.
I think tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, that's gonna be the moment where I get up to take a piss.
They just threw Mark Briscoe's AEW debut in the trash.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen Howard Finkel versus Harvey Whippleman. This will be worse. Yes, it will. It will absolutely be worse. So
It's gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse than Jerry the King Lawler versus what's his name?
Michael Cole.
Michael Cole. Yeah.
Anyway, dude, let's go. Let's talk about something more interesting. Let's talk about.
All right, let's talk about the cult of meat with extra cheese coming out. What do you think about? What do you think about that for Collision, Johnny?
I'm here for it. I'm gonna watch this shit live for the first time, I guess, in a long time.
Yeah, it's because you're a punk shill.
And I'm a proud one.
But dude, no, like I said, man, this is like they definitely need to announce more matches for it. 100%.
Just one thing, because they announced the main event he's gonna be wrestling. Like, if he's not gonna say anything to half explain why he was away, how he was, or make some sense out of this, then that feels kind of disjointed.
No, he was away because of injury.
We know that, but that's why he should put a microphone on his hand before having just a main event match. Like, if he's not going to say anything, he's just going to be there for the main event, then could be better.
Well,
maybe they have something taped they're going to air tomorrow.
Well, see, what is the what's the card here? So the match card is the Elite versus the Blackpool Combat Club, MJF versus Adam Cole.
Talk about tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Mogul Embassy versus Sting, Darby, Orange Cassidy, and Keith.
Nah.
Wardlow versus Jake. I don't know why they don't finish this damn thing with Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee and let them move on. They're too good to be tied up in this shit forever. Wardlow versus Jake Hager. I don't give a shit about that match. And not because I don't like Wardlow, because I don't care about Jake Hager. And Tony Storm versus Sky Blue, which we all know Sky Blue is going to get free and eaten. That's the match card. So he's not wrestling. He's going to come out and talk, and that's it.
No, that's tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow.
No. Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Punk's supposed to make an appearance tomorrow, right?
No.
What?
I thought he was. Yeah, I thought the they were saying that he was going to come out and say something, and then that was it. Maybe it'll be a recorded thing or something.
That's what I just said. Maybe it's going to be recorded, but
recorded. Yeah,
they didn't say anything about him supposed to be there tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, they said we will. Well, I could swear that at Rampage, he said that we will hear from CM Punk for the first time and blah 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 blah. And so yeah, it'll more than likely be a tape thing.
Probably a tape segment. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine him going there. And it's like, well, shit, here we go again. But he's definitely not going to wrestle on the show.
No, it's not wrestling till Collision on Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah. But so the match that and they've got to announce more matches for it tomorrow, though. They've got to. They've only got 2 more days. They got to build this thing up a little bit. I mean, it can't just be that one match and then they'll wing everything else. That's insane.
They're banking on the star power of CM Punk and FTR.
Well, I mean, that's not a bad thing to bank on, but you still got to have more than that. They've only got one match amounts for a 2-hour show. You've got to have a little more than that. I would be shocked if we didn't get like something with Miro and Thunder Rosa. Well, I think they say Thunder Rosa's not quite ready to come back yet, right?
No. Well, you've got 11 days till Forbidden Door. You've only got 2 matches announced so far.
Right. Oh yeah, this is like I said, they've got to do a lot of work between now and Forbidden Door to get everything going. I guarantee you there will be at least 2 matches announced for Forbidden Door tomorrow at Dynamite, and probably at least one more at Rampage, and then probably a couple more next week at Dynamite as well. We'll get some more of those. And we might get a couple. We might get 1 or 2 matches announced at New Japan shows. So, I tell you what,
And
even though she can't wrestle, I still would have Mercedes Moné show up.
Set up a match for All In.
Yeah, try and set up something for All In if possible. But have her show up and talk some shit or something, or have a video vignette of her or something.
Have her show up, talk some smack to Saraya.
Mm-hmm. Be like, I'm the one who ended your career to begin with.
Yeah, but so let's go. What did you think about AEW on Wednesday? You had Cassidy versus Swerve to start it off.
That was a really good match. And I know a lot of people, that was a good match. A lot of people were pissed off. I knew for a fact that Swerve Strickland was not beating him there. Because everything that we've heard, everything that they've indicated, it's going to be Miro. It's going to be Miro who takes that belt off him, because like you and I were talking about, they need a belt to defend over on Collision. Now, yes, MJF said that he was going to be going to Collision. They said that he's going to be on the Collision as well. I guarantee you, he ain't going to be there as much as he is on Dynamite. He'll be there every once in a while. Because what are they going to do? Is it going to be Punk versus MJF 3? Is that what they're going to build to?
Possibly.
Are they going to take the belt?
No.
Are they going to take the belt off him and put it back on Punk again?
No, because right now you've got we talk about later. We got MJF set up for a segment with somebody else.
Yeah,
but then the lights go out, and out comes Sting and Darby Allin to save Orange Cassidy.
Waste.
Yeah, dude. You know what I would actually like to see? I would like to see Darby Allin turn heel. It won't happen because he's over like crazy. But how badass would that be if he came out and he just laid out friggin' Orange Cassidy, and Sting came out, but he was in his main event Mafia suit.
Laid out Orange Cassidy. That would make me cheer him more.
Yeah, seriously. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like Cassidy, like I like what they're doing with Cassidy, because they're showing that he's getting chipped around the edges and everything. And then in comes Swerve Strickland and he destroys him. Yeah. And he takes the belt. So it protects Cassidy because he's been wrecked. But and please God, I hope to God they bring back he's the Redeemer character, because that thing was so freaking over. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. And then they had an announcement for Danielson versus Okada, which is great.
Yep.
Then you had Chaos, which I can't remember who was all in that besides Best Friends, versus BCC.
Rocky.
Yeah, it was
Rocky.
best friends and Rocky.
Yeah, versus BCC.
Yeah,
Claudio looked really good.
Claudio looks awesome, man.
Great.
That dude needs to be in some badass feuds right now. He's he's the world champion in Ring of Honor, and he's had some good matches. By the way, Ring of Honor shows have been really good. By the way,
and Claudio's not a slouch. I mean, he's in good shape. He looks really good on Wednesday night.
I would love to see him in like a feud with like Adam Cole, with Omega. Like, I want to see that dude, and like I would love to see him at All In against like Osprey or something like that. But I think we're gonna get Osprey versus Omega, the trilogy match there.
Right.
But
And then, go ahead.
go ahead.
Then Page and Young Bucks. I don't remember you might have said it when you talked about tomorrow's card, but I don't think you did. Page and Young Bucks versus BCC for tomorrow.
Yeah, I said it. That's cool. I mean, it's great. I think I don't want this to go too long though.
They did the massacre carnage anarchy in the arena. What's left?
Blood and guts. Oh, dude, this is going to end in blood and guts. It's going to end in a blood and guts match with the Elite versus the BCC, all the BCC, and the final guy is going to be Ibushi. It's going to be 5-on-5. So, and Stardom is trying to talk to them about Forbidden Door. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen for multiple reasons. The biggest one is they have a show the same day. They have a pay-per-view show the same day as Forbidden Door. The other reason is that none of them have Canadian passports, which that's probably that's the issue that could probably be cleared up the easiest, because money solves all problems. But so unfortunately there's not gonna be any Stardom representation at AEW next year. Probably they'll probably get ahead of it a little bit faster. The biggest reason is because Bushiroad has different television and licensing deals with Stardom and New Japan. They're not run through the same thing. It's the reason why Stardom talent aren't allowed to appear on New Japan shows. They're at some of like their house shows and stuff, and at Wrestle Kingdom they have a match that doesn't get aired. But it's really convoluted situation over there with that. Now there are some stars like Kairi and like Kairi Sane and Mercedes Moné, who have deals with both companies.
And they could set up stuff for All In Wembley Stadium at Forbidden Door.
They could. They have to get on it like right now if they're going to do that.
Well, no, they could even have a segment at Forbidden Door, because All In is not till July, August. I can't remember when it was, but they have plenty of time.
Mm-hmm. All In is the 29th, I think, of this month of June.
No.
I mean, not All In, but Forbidden Door is the 29th, and then All
25th,
In is like
25th.
25th,
Forbidden Door,
and then All In isn't until like the end of July.
No.
Yeah.
Was it
September?
August? No, it's not September.
All In. No. Let's see here. All In.
August 27.
Let's see here. AEW.
August 27.
Yeah. So you got 2 months.
August
Forbidden
27th.
Door.
Yeah. And then when is All Out? All Out's like 2 weeks later, isn't it?
No, a week. If they still have it, a week later.
They say they're going to do it.
Shipping can't sell any tickets.
Yeah. Then they announced Osprey versus Omega, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And then you had your MJF promo with Adam Cole, baby.
This was a cool exchange, but friggin' dude, Adam Cole got wrecked.
Felt kind of flat to me.
Yeah. That's what I said. They was it Kairi, Mercedes, and then the one I can't remember what's her name, the one who has the belt right now. They have separate deals with New Japan that were sanctioned through Stardom. So those three, the ones that have that, they could probably appear at the show. The problem is that, again, none of them have freaking Canadian passports. That's what I'm saying. They had their joint connected. So they have a few people that they could use, but again, the passport thing is a big issue as well, and the fact that they have a show the same day. So I know that I think Tony Khan addressed that in his last interview. He was like, "Yeah, we wanted to do something, but we weren't able to get it together logistically."
And what is that? What is that match between MJF and Adam Cole?
That's tomorrow.
Is it?
Yeah. See here.
Yeah, you did.
The Eliminator match?
Yeah.
Yes, tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. All that shit's going down tomorrow, which okay. But yeah, Cassidy versus Strickland was good. Blackpool Combo Cup versus Chaos was good.
Jalisco and Vance versus Jungle Hook.
Jungle Hook, dude, I freaking hate that shit.
And a Texas Tornado match. You know, Vance cut himself open and bleeding everywhere. There's blood everywhere, all over Hook,
yeah,
all over Vance.
He cut the like big vein like already on the side of his head instead of the forehead. It was just funny. Like,
dude,
that's not how you do the thing.
La Facción and Governales has been they're turning them into glorified jobbers, and I don't like it. Was it?
Yeah, it's the summer of Jungle Hook.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, Takeshita versus Damon Ace, some kind of local drama.
Jungle Boy should turn heel. I said it a million times.
Lay out Hook.
Yes, dude. How much heat would he get? Yeah, Canadian visas. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, they don't have Canadian visas.
Wrestling in a tag match. Then they're in the ring. Jungle Boy gets the FTW title and lays out freaking Hook with it.
Yep. And then I would, like I said, I would love to see a faction with him and MJF called the Pillars.
Thing is, if you wanted a program with like Hook against Jungle Boy, you need like a mouthpiece for each of them because none of them can talk.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. You let MJF talk for him because he's not good at it himself. Nick, why isn't anyone trying to lock in Nick Aldis? Me and Frank were talking about that. We think we might get some movement on that at
Forbidden Door.
No, well, and not Forbidden Door at All In.
No, at Forbidden Door.
Well,
because
movement on, and then it'll happen at All In.
Because last year, we were at Forbidden Door in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
The introduction of Claudio.
Yep. Like we were
the
talking
debut
about
of Claudio was at Forbidden Door.
So who's going to be the person?
Had the debut of Nick Aldis at Forbidden Door this year.
Yeah, dude, and Nick Aldis
to set up a match at All In.
Yep. House of Black. Dude, House of Black seems kind of a doldrums with this situation because, I mean, I could see them challenging New Japan for their trios titles at All In, or because it's not going to happen at Forbidden Door because two of the members who have two of the three belts are in singles matches.
Yep.
So you're not going to get it. It's not going to happen at Forbidden Door. I would like to see Malachi Black versus somebody at Forbidden Door. I don't know if that's going to happen or not.
Yeah. And then you had two more matches. You had Statlander versus Anna Jay.
Yeah.
Just pull the trigger on this Ty Valkyrie thing. I mean, I'm tired of them cutting back to her watching a match on TV. They've done that the last two times Statlander's wrestled.
Yeah. And then Ricky Starks versus Jay White, which is a really good match.
Yeah, till the gun boys come out.
Okay. So a lot of people, because they're saying that there were going to be more members of Bullet Club Gold.
Yep. And
then the guns come out. A lot of people are like, "Oh my god, I can't believe they're gonna put them with freaking blue. That's so stupid." No, it's perfect. It's actually freaking perfect when you think about it. Literally, their last name is Gunn. Okay,
Yeah.
they're the Guns. Okay. Secondly, that's kind of what Bullet Club did. Is they would collect all these other people that were like kind of like that nobody liked, and they would kind of like build them up, and then that's what they're doing. So the Guns are not a terrible like people don't like them because that's their gimmick. That's the way that they're supposed. You're not supposed to like them. You're supposed to hate their freaking guts. But no, I like the Guns joining Bullet Club Gold is perfect because they can be the lackeys. Ricky Starks should be built up. He has as much talent. Dude, Ricky Starks, like I really thought they were gonna give him a major push. I really, really thought he was gonna get like an Uber push. And maybe he will now that there's another show.
Walk in the Jericho and ruin that. What?
Hey, Johnny.
Say.
Switchblade. Juice Robinson.
Yep.
The Guns.
The Four Horsemen. That's where we get them.
No, but seriously, think about that. They work perfectly. They are kind of like the new Young Bucks. So it works. Yeah, X-Film's right. House of Black should just keep beating the hell out of everybody. That's what people want. Yes, no, I think they will. I think they're going to let them keep those belts for a nice long time. And honestly, if I were Tony Khan, man, I would have them challenge the Embassy for the Ring of Honor Trios titles and just combine the two of them. There's too many damn belts. You don't need two trios titles, sets of trios titles. Now it wasn't me. Bob just said, "Yeah, no, dude, I'm surrounded by assholes." But no, Dynamite was okay. This has been another one of those Dynamite was okay shows. Wasn't great, but it was okay. And there's a lot going on there right now. There's a lot happening. Some of it's good, some of it's stupid. Like we talked about the Karen Jarrett shit. I don't need that on my friggin' wrestling shows.
No.
But I think Rampage was more the same, wasn't it?
I don't know. I didn't watch it. Did you watch Raw yesterday? Because I was working.
I started watching it, and then it got like I had to turn it off, and then I came back to watch it, and I couldn't. I did eventually get back to watching it. It was okay. Again, there was a lot of stuff that was it was another show that was kind of it had a lot of really good in-ring wrestling. Like Ricochet versus Bronson Reed was actually really good. That was really good. Matt Riddle versus Damian Priest was good. I love that they're building Damian Priest up. I really think that guy's got a lot to offer. Becky Lynch versus Chelsea Green was meh. You know, it's because it's, you know, no offense, but it's Chelsea Green. I don't know. I really don't care about this thing with her and Zoe Starks. I'm glad that there's some new blood up there. So that's cool. Cody versus Miz. This was probably the best match that Miz has had for a while. The Dominic Mysterio stuff happened. I thought it was kind of lame. I know a lot of people loved it. I mean, and Dom's got friggin' nuclear heat.
Oh yeah.
Like nuclear. And here's the thing. This feud does nothing for Cody.
See you later, Maldacito.
Yeah, no problem, Maldacito. Thanks for stopping in, brother. We'll see you next week. This feud, like Cody versus Dom does nothing for him. Does nothing for Cody. Does a lot for Dom. And Dom is acting exactly the way he should. He's being a cowardly little shit. A cowardly little opportunist. And I love that. That's awesome. Great.
So do you think Brock's gonna help him win?
Nope. Brock's gonna help
Dominic win.
Dominic win?
Yeah.
No, I think Cody will win, and then Brock will come in and murder Cody. I think Judgment Day are gonna interfere, and it's gonna cause the match to be Cody's gonna get beat down, and then Brock's gonna come in and he's gonna commit murder. He's gonna kill him. If Brock shows up at all, because I get the feeling that the reason
I
why
don't think he's gonna be there.
Yeah, because I get the feeling that Brock ain't doesn't want to be at Judgment Day because Brock only has like 10
money in the bank.
Money in the bank, yeah. Because Brock he only gets paid for like 10 big shows a year or something like that. So Brock shows up whenever Brock feels like it.
Yeah.
Raquel versus Shayna Baszler, it was all right. None of the matches were terrible, but this was one of the weaker matches. It was way too short. I do wish that now the segment that I thought really could have been really awesome, but kind of sucked was Rollins and Balor talking back and forth. Freaking crowd. And again, you know what? The crowd's, they're doing what they're having fun with and everything. This was supposed to be that promo. This was supposed to be the promo that Balor just goes off and like blamed Seth for everything. This was the promo that was supposed to set up a big feud between the two of them, and it never got that friggin' way because they were singing over top of him. So, it is what it is, but I thought that could have been going. Chad Gable versus Eric. Okay, this match sucked. All right. But the storytelling of this whole thing might be my favorite thing in friggin' WWE right now. Because I've always said that Chad Gable needed to be used more. I said that guy could be the next Bryan Danielson. If you did it right, he's so ridiculously talented in the ring, just ridiculously talented. The storytelling that they're doing with this gimmick, and I don't like joke gimmicks usually. This actually made me smile. So the segment begins. So it starts off. Becky Lynch is walking through, and she sees Alpha Academy in the back, and Chad Gable is trying to teach what's her name?
Max Dupree.
Maxine Dupree. He's showing her he's showing her wrestling moves, okay? So then during the match, he does a single arm takedown. And he looks at her and goes, "You see? That's how you do that." And he's like, so then later during the match, what's her name? Valhalla.
Sarah Logan.
Sarah Logan, yeah, I know, but they're calling her Valhalla. She goes to attack Maxine Dupree, and she beats her and she takes her down with a single arm takeover. And I'm like, and Chet Gill's like, yeah, that guy is like, so it's like, it's goofy as shit. It's stupid. But the fact that they're actually doing some real storytelling in this, I kind of dig it, man. It's one of those things where normally I hate this kind of stuff, and I wish that Chad Gable was being pushed and Otis were being pushed better than this. But I gotta give them props, man. They made something stupid entertaining. So that was probably my favorite thing that happened on the entire show. The tag match, Sammy and Owens versus Imperium. I thought that was good. Both shows this week, AEW Dynamite and Raw, I thought were B minus shows. Like 3-star shows. Like there was some good wrestling on it. There was some dumb shit. I don't really think it did a whole lot to push anybody or anything. It was just kind of there, So you're gonna have shows like that. But that's the way that's what I thought about Raw. So
what do you about finally they're gonna end this nonsense with the women's tag titles in on the main event and NXT.
I think it's probably a smart move. I don't think there's enough interest in women's tag team wrestling, honestly. Even in WWE, which has arguably the best women's roster, even though the women's roster it's been up and like seriously up and down for a long time,
Right.
there's not enough interest. So have one set of belts and just move them through all the different shows.
That was the original intent of the women's tag titles to begin with, was have them be all over.
Yep.
Because that's what Bailey and Sasha would have been doing. I think, you had the perfect tag team to have the belts to go to NXT and Raw and SmackDown and challenge, and then you screwed that all up.
Yeah, so it's if you want those belts to matter, just combine them and let Shayna and Ronda kill everybody for like a year or two. Dude, I would put those belts on them and leave them on them until there was legitimately a tag team worth friggin' putting the belts on past them, because right now it's just a bunch of cobbled together shit. Now, I know that there's a couple of tag teams coming up in NXT that could like legitimately be, something like that. But right now, dude, there's no heat on those belts at all.
And if you're not going to put a belt or put her in the title picture as a single competitor, and I'm talking about Raquel Gonzalez, Rodriguez, whatever you want to call her, give her somebody besides Shotzi or Liv Morgan. Give her a legitimate tag partner.
There's no reason.
Come on.
There's no reason for her to be in the tag scene. She should be the one that they should be grooming to take on Rhea Ripley. And honestly, going forward into the future, it should be the two of them. They're at the top of the heap and everybody else is chasing them.
If you're not going to put Raquel in the singles picture, Raquel and Sonya Deville.
I just don't want her in this. I don't want her in the tag scene.
I understand, but if you're going to keep her in a tag, give her a legitimate partner like a Sonya Deville, who has an MMA background like Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, it's exactly it. That's what Vince wants.
And Vince calls the shots.
Vince is no. Triple H is still in charge of creative. Don't you? He gets the final say. Yeah, bullshit.
Vince is just washing his hands of Maximum Male Models right now. So
but so Collision, I'm looking forward to it. I think that I think we'll get some more matches for them that announced this week. We know that it's going to be a soft roster split. There's going to be main stars on each show, but everybody else is just going to float between. And even those stars will occasionally cross over. So that's what Tony said today. I really think that, and I think that we will get Miro versus Orange Cassidy. And he's going to take the belt off him. And that belt will be, it'll be defended everywhere, but it'll be defended probably more over on Collision than it will on any other show.
They need something.
Because I really don't want them to make a new belt. I don't want them to make another belt. But yeah, and I guarantee you'll probably see a lot more crossover with Ring of Honor at Collision, just because Punk loves Ring of Honor, and let's be honest, Punk's the guy that's kind of running the show over there.
Would it be funny if somehow Tony Khan made a belt for Collision that had some kind of winged eagle on it?
It would be a thumb in the eye to WWE and to Vince, and because that's what everybody wanted Cody to have after he won at WrestleMania, which he didn't. But I don't want another belt. There's too many. There's too many now. But anyway, guys, so what do you guys think? Like final thoughts. Collision is going to succeed? Is it going to fail?
It's going to start out hot because it should. It's a brand new show.
Yep.
What the buildup is after that, who knows?
Yeah. And well, I'm hoping since with Brian Danielson being very heavily involved in creative going forward, that things will even out. I think that the Canada shows are not indicative of what's going to happen stateside. I think
they're having like 4 shows in a week there with tickets like $600 from 6. They're not doing this right up there.
Yeah, no. Well, that's Canada. It's what you got to do, man. But I think the show's going to be fine. Like I said, it depends on if Punk really has buried the hatchet with everybody, because according to the reports, the locker room, most of the people there are cool with him. Hopefully they'll bury the hatchet with everybody. And going forward, Punk's kind of a diva, so I don't think that's going to be the case. But
when it comes to what is going to be a success or not, what does success look like for Collision at that time slot at that day? What should be expected?
It should do numbers similar to Dynamite. It really should. It should do numbers, and it will definitely do better than Rampage. Rampage is in the death slot, which is why I don't know why Rampage they didn't just move it to friggin' Saturday and let that be the new show. Well, actually, I do know why, because friggin' Warner Brothers, and that's the big. That's going to be the biggest thing that determines whether it's a success or not. How much influence Warner Discovery has on this show, because it seems like they've got a lot. But we'll find out. I'm not looking forward to fail. Hey, Big Daddy. Yep. Better late than never. We're getting ready to wrap it up. But yep, we appreciate everybody being here. Big Daddy, Leg Kick, Maldacito, Hicks Villain. I'm missing somebody.
Guardian, what's your
Geo
thoughts on
Sage.
what's your thoughts on Collision this Saturday, Big Daddy?
Yeah, real quick before we go. Final thoughts on Collision. Not looking for it to fail. I think it'll do all right. Where it goes from there depends on the situation with Punk and whether or not he's really ready to bear the hatch or anything. Appreciate it, sir. But anyway, guys.
Yeah, drop us some comments about your thoughts, Big Daddy, if you could, in our
Yep. Once it posts, yeah. But we're way past time. But appreciate you guys, and everybody watch Collision this week, and tell us what you think, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.